Hello everyone, Felipe here again here with Daniel. We are gonna wrap up the guard passing situation that we've been working with, and from December, I believe we're still gonna be doing videos, sadly. We're going to start working with side control. Okay, so let's start everyone. Nice to see you again. Moving the head sideways. Up and down. Circling the head, everyone. Both sides. On. The other arm. And hips. Okay, everyone. So we're gonna start with a new exercise that we're going to do. So I'm gonna have base here. Okay, I'm gonna have my hips low, my knees bent, and what I want to do is move my foot from one side to the other side without actually moving my leg. So I'm gonna point my knee in. I'm gonna drive my heel towards my butt. I'm gonna turn my foot to the other side without moving my leg, just moving my foot. Okay? I'm doing the same to the other side. My knee is pointing to the outside. I'm gonna drive my heel towards my butt, circle, and point my knee to the inside. Okay? One side, the other side. Same thing with the other leg. Okay? My knee is pointing to the outside. I'm gonna drive my heel towards my butt. I circle my foot, and now my knee is pointing to the inside. Same thing, heel towards my butt and to the outside. Okay, so here, so you can see how my leg is moving. My knee pointing in, my heel towards my butt. I circle my leg, and now my knee is pointing to the outside. Okay, without moving the leg, just the foot. Okay, again, up with the heel, turn to the other side. Okay, outside, inside, back, inside, outside. Just circling the leg without moving the hip. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Let's do that 10 times with each leg. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. Okay? Just keeping this control. And now, the other exercise that we've been doing, laying down and bridging 10 times each side as usual. Just to warm up. Okay? Hip escape, everyone. 10 times each side as well. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna be on my toes and hands. Knees close to the floor. I'm just gonna turn my hip from one side, drop my hip all the way down. Come up, point my knees all the way to the other side, hip all the way down, without moving the toes, just moving the hip from one side to the other side. Again, 10 times each side, everyone. Okay. We're going to move back and forth over the shoulder as usual, and up to you. If you guys want to roll over the shoulder, landing on the knees, rolling forward again over the shoulder. Okay, 5 times each side. You can choose to drop your hip all the way down and roll forward again. 5 times each side. Just pay attention that you roll over the shoulder and land in the same line that you were before. And last but not least, you're gonna work with some technical stand-up as well. I just wanna, you guys having this hip motion here. It's very important when we do the technical stand-up, okay, that we have support on both sides. So if I have my right hand on the floor, my left foot on the floor, I'm gonna first bring my hip up, turn my hip back, so I can bring my foot behind my hand, and I stand up in base. I stay in base, I'm gonna pose the same hand on the floor, I'm gonna keep my weight on my foot and my hand, push the leg through. I switch my sides, same thing everyone. If I have the right foot on the floor, left hand on the floor, need support on both sides. I'm gonna elevate my hip, always looking forward, turn my hip back so I can have my foot behind my hand and I have a good base to stand up in safety. I'm gonna bring my hand back, okay? push my leg through, sit as I was sitting in the beginning, switch sides, and go up, technical stand up, first the hand, then the leg, and I'm back into the scenario, just up and down, okay? You can do this 5 times each side as well, all the way up, all the way down, and we can start with a partner practice. Let's go everyone. Okay people, we're going to do an exercise here, also from the open guard, a bit different from what we were doing. So we're gonna repeat the movement that we did in the beginning of the class. Situation where, just a hypothetical one, where Dania, my knees are here between Dania's legs, all right? And I'm just gonna move from one side to the other side. So here people, I'm gonna place my hands on her knee. I'm gonna push my knee on her shin, and again, I keep the pressure with the knee, I circle on my foot by bringing my heel towards my butt, all the way out, just like we did before, okay? And now my leg is out. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the other leg. I'm gonna drive my knee over her shin, I'm gonna keep my weight on the foot that is on the floor, heel towards my butt, I circle, and I'm gonna place it next to her leg. Okay, and now I'm gonna go back the same way all the way to the other side. Knee on her shin, I circle my foot, and I'm in. Knee on her shin, I circle my foot, and now I'm in. Same thing. Knee on her shin, circle my foot, leg out. Knee on the shin, circle my foot, and I'm out. Okay, I'm just gonna go in and out. In and out. Okay? If you guys are already okay with this, we can go a little bit further by when I go in and out, this last step here, I'm gonna push a little bit through and already put my opponent in a leg drag scenario. Okay? I'm gonna go back, same thing, boom, and here, leg drag again. Okay? So one more time, I'm gonna move my foot without moving my hip, just like we did in the beginning of the class. As I'm next to her, I just kick it to the side, and I'm gonna have her legs pointing to the outside. Okay, you can do this for 3 minutes. Okay, boom, back. You don't have to be fast. Okay, just make sure that you keep your base while doing this. Okay, 3 minutes each, and then we move forward. Okay, well, the other exercise that I'm going to suggest you guys is just recapping a little bit of what we've been doing so far. Okay, we've seen a ton of positions, and just work around to open the guard and pass. So guys, you can manage this the way you want. You can combine the way you want. For example, the one that we saw first, by pushing the ribs, pushing myself away. From here, I can combine with the knee slice that we just saw and end up on the side control. We saw this, actually it started on Friday, so you guys can just repeat. Dania's gonna hip skate. She's gonna put me back into the closed guard, and I'm just going to choose another position to work from. Can come up, okay, open her leg, and here I can start switching to stack pass and passing to her side. She's gonna hip skate, put me in a closed guard, and we're just gonna be repeating positions. Guys, whatever technique you wanna do, that's fine, okay? Just make sure that you open the guard. Here, you're gonna connect, pushing the legs away, pass to the side. Just repeating the guard passes that we've seen. You guys can choose one to do for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, or just mix it up. Whatever feels comfortable, just so you guys, you can rewatch the old videos that we had, just so you guys can keep them fresh in your minds. Otherwise, we've seen a ton of stuff, otherwise you guys are gonna forget. So make sure to just repeat, okay? And let's start with the positions. Okay, everyone, so on Monday, I showed how to counter the Kneeshield in the gi, okay? In the no-gi, this is gonna play a little bit different because on the position we saw on Monday, I had a grip on her pants, okay? In the no-gi, we're not allowed to grab clothing, okay? So you're gonna have to do a bit different, okay? So I'm gonna show my favorite way to counter the knee shield, and most of the time, when my opponent has his control, and keep in mind, people, we haven't worked with knee shield yet, it's still to come, but the idea that Dani has here, she has one leg trapped, okay? That's why she has here her leg over my calf, okay? She's controlling my leg, and she's using her shin on my chest to keep the distance. So every time I try to smash Dani, for example, she can get this distance here. She probably is gonna stay super tight here with me, working like this, and it's gonna be a really difficult situation for me, okay? Because battling this is very complicated, okay? So what I like to do is work around my opponent's reaction, okay? So especially when we're dealing with someone smaller, okay, Dani is gonna be trying to use this to manage the distance. So every time I try to pressure her, she's going to extend the leg and push me back. So I'm gonna use this motion to end up on her side, because as long as the leg is in the middle, I'm not gonna be passing. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna start putting pressure on Dani. As Dani starts extending the leg to push me away, I'm gonna use this hand and I'm gonna start pushing the knee to the same direction where she is pushing the leg. So as soon as I push the knee out of the way, I'm gonna turn the knee from the outside towards the hip, and I'm gonna drop my weight on Dani. Okay, let's stand here, Dani, a bit, and I'm gonna land on this situation right here. What is important for me here, everyone, that I stay across her body, and I like to have my elbow under her armpit so she doesn't get any underhooks. If Dani gets an underhook, I can try to get a Kimura here, but a lot of the times she's gonna be able to put me in the half guard again, which I don't like, okay? I wanna stay in this position here. So from here, everyone, I'm just gonna keep my hip down. I'm gonna keep myself heavy. I'm gonna start pushing the leg. Even if she's trapping here, I'm gonna push the leg down. I'm gonna move my hip away until I can free my foot. When the foot is free, I'm just gonna go back, establish the cross face, and I'm gonna have side control, okay? The most important thing for us, everyone, in this situation is to land on my partner's chest, okay? It's dealing with this. After that, it becomes a lot easier to pass the guard. We have many ways. I just showed my favorite one, okay? So again, Dani is here, here's the frame, so Dani is super tight. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna start putting pressure on her so she fights back. I'm just gonna push the knee out of the way, and realize, people, I'm showing this slow. I'm sorry, Dani, I'm gonna put a little bit of pressure right now, but this, it is good when we end up with impact. So I'm smashing Dani, push the leg out of the way, and I drop my weight on her, okay? As I'm here, again, everyone, hips down, my body across her chest. If you're over the belly, she can push, okay? That's a problem, okay? So make sure, guys, that you're across the chest so you can have a good pressure. I'm gonna push her leg down. I can use my knee in front of the hip so I can just free my foot, boom, and I pass the guard, and I have the cross-face position to work, okay? Let's show sideways here to the other side. Turn here, Dani, please. One more time, everyone. Dani is using the Kneeshield. I'm trying to pass, I'm putting pressure. She pushes me back. I push the leg out of the way, turning to her, drop my leg here, Dani. So I end up in the half guard, but still have a really good position. My body across the body, hips low, okay? If she's trying to trap my knee, I'm just going to push her knee up, and here, if necessary, I can even place my knee in front of the hip so I can free the leg. Boom. Now that my foot is free, I can turn back to the side control, and I work. Okay? So, again, everyone, most important thing is how to deal with this leg. Everything after this is just a matter of how you like to pass that. Okay? Let's move forward to another variation, everyone. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna show another variation. And this one, I'm gonna suggest for people who have a little bit more experience. And to keep in mind that in tournament you can only use this technique from the brown belt, right? In training it's okay to use, but just important for you guys to keep this in mind, okay? So sometimes I'm gonna have a hard time dealing with this leg. Okay, if my opponent is really skilled with the knee shield, I'm not gonna be able to push it out of the way just like I was doing. What I like to do is I like to take advantage of this foot right here. Okay, so what Dani is usually doing with the knee shield, she's keeping the knee in front of my chest, and there's this foot here close to my ribs. So what I like to do is I bring my hand around and I control her toes. And from here, I'm just gonna go for a toe hold. I keep the control of my arm under her leg. I'm gonna grab my wrist and I'm gonna point. I'm gonna not my hand, okay, everyone? Shoulders, so I can get the toe hold. Okay, I like to point her foot towards her hip and I get the position. What is gonna happen a lot of the times? Dania is going to be scared about the submission, so she's going to just extend the leg to break the grip. And here, boom, I'm in the same position that I was before, just pushing out of the way. And here, I can push this and pass. Okay? So what I did is using an attack on the foot to distract my opponent, to make my opponent take the leg out of the way so I could pass. Okay? So one more time. Here everyone. So Dani is blocking, right? I'm here. Couldn't take the leg out of the way. Dani is super tight, right? So I'm gonna grab the foot, I'm gonna go under her foot, and I'm gonna grab my own wrist. To get the toe hold, people, again, not with the hand, I'm gonna turn my entire shoulder to get the toe hold, okay? Dani's not just gonna let this happen. As she extends the leg to defend, I'm gonna drop my weight on top of her, and we're just gonna pass the same way that we were passing before, okay? Just using the same technique here. Okay, guys? So, hope you guys enjoy. Let's try a bit. Okay, people, so since we're doing the other drill from the close guard, let's do this one also from the close guard. And just a scenario in which Dania is going to be attacking me the way she wants. Okay, just be careful with sweeps, depending on the setup that you guys have at home, so you don't hurt yourselves. But then is going to be trying to attack submissions here. Just do whatever you want, Dania. Okay? And I'm going to be trying to defend, okay? Trying to open the guard. She's going to be trying to block. I'm just going to try to defend myself and try to pass her guard, where Dania is going to be attacking me from the guard and trying to prevent me from passing. If I manage to pass her guard, boom, good for me. We start over, get back to the close guard, and go again. Okay, if during the motion, Dania is here, she traps my head, or goes for a sweep, a hip bump sweep, and she manages to sweep, or to submit me, good for her, we start it, okay? We do this 3 minutes, one of you on the bottom, the other one on top, and then we switch. So the person on the bottom either trying to get a submission, a sweep, or take the back. The person on top trying to defend, open the guard, and pass. Okay, 3 minutes, and then you guys switch. And then you guys can do whatever training you like to do. Just be careful and have fun, all right? See you guys soon. Bye-bye.